Here are the 4 kinematic equations given in the IB formula booklet. Now, where S is the displacement, U is the initial velocity, V is the final velocity, A is the acceleration, and T is the time. Now, how do we derive these formulas? Well, the second formula right here, this can be derived from the acceleration formula, which is A is equal to delta V over delta T. Now, we know that delta V is the difference between the initial and final velocity, which is V minus U. Now, if we plug this back into the formula, we have A is equal to V minus U over T, and we can multiply both sides and rearrange the formula to get V is equal to U plus AT. Now, we also know that if the average velocity is U plus V over 2, only if it is uniformly accelerated. Now, if you don't get this, say we have a sequence of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It is increasing at a constant rate, which is 1. So if we use this formula, 5 plus 1 over 2, we have 3, which is the middle number. So it makes sense, but this will not work if it's not uniformly accelerated. Now, knowing this, we can rearrange the velocity formula, V is equal to S over T, which is displacement, into S is equal to VT, and then we can plug the average velocity into the formula. So we have S is equal to U plus V over 2 times T. So that's another formula. Now, using this formula again, S is equal to Vt, we can use the previous formula, this second formula, and we can plug it in, which would be S is equal to U plus A T times T over 2, which would equal to 2ut plus AT squared over 2, which is S is equal to ut plus 1 over 2 times AT squared. Now, the last formula can be derived by using two formulas we've already seen, which are S is equal to U plus V over 2T, and we can also use V is equal to U plus AT. First, we're going to rearrange T here. T is equal to 2S over U plus V. Now, we're going to plug this T right into here. So this becomes V is equal to U plus A times 2S over U plus V. And then after some algebra, we'll obtain V squared is equal to U squared plus 2AS, which is the final formula in the booklet. Now, how do you use these formulas, you may ask? Well, first, you should write out the variables that are given, and then both the known and unknown, and use the context of the question to deduce any quantities that aren't explicitly given. 2, choose the equation, choose the proper equation, which contains the quantities that you have listed. And then 3, convert the quantities to the standard units, and then insert them into the equation.